Hey everybody, Jill from Two Dogs Media talking to you today about reusable blocks in Gutenberg. So what is a reusable block? A reusable block is a piece of content or a block that you create that you can use on multiple pages or posts with the click of a button. When you need to edit those blocks, you can easily go to one area on your website, edit the post, or edit that block, and it'll change the block in any post or page it is on. So it's really a great tool for targeting specific markets or niches, or sending out calls to action, form completions, whatever you want it to be. So as an example, I have a website called Charity Paws. Charity Paws, although primarily targets animal rescue organizations, we do have content for dog lovers, we have content for cat lovers. So I may want to create a mailing list subscribe form that I only use on posts for dog lovers. That way they can go to my dog list within my MailChimp account. Or I may have a button on my animal rescue posts that take them back to my grant list. So animal rescues can easily see all the grants that are available to them. So there's a lot of different ways if you think. There's a lot of different ways you can use this. It's great for sponsorships. If you're a food blogger and you have a partnership with Nabisco and you do 5 or 6 different Nabisco posts, you can have a reusable block that just is a call to action to go visit Nabisco with an affiliate link. So there's so many different ways you guys can use this. So let's get started. For this example, I'm just going to create a simple button. I'm going to say I want to create a button that targets my animal rescue organizations, and I want to tell them about my grant list. So I'm going to create a button. I'm going to look for a button. Okay. So now I have this button, view our animal rescue grant list, and I want to put this exact button on every single animal rescue related post. So I'm going to click these 3 little dots and it says add to reusable blocks. Click add. And now you have to name it. When you're naming your blocks, I highly recommend you be really descriptive with them so they really make sense to you. Remember, you're going to be using these when you're within posts. So you want to make sure that they're easy to find and really descriptive. When I make my blocks, I usually preface them with a label. So it might be form, it might be add, it might be button. So as an example for this, I would use button, and then I'll do grant list. So then it's easy for me to know that this is my grant list button, and then I click save. And this can be done right from the post. I'm only doing it in this example just to make it easy for you to see, but you can create a reusable blog from within any poster page. So if you started a post and then you created this button, you're like, ooh, I might be able to use this on another page or post, you can add it to your reusable blocks from there. Okay, so this was just a add new post that I did. Okay, so now I have this really cool button. So now if I go and click add block, and I want to search for my reusable blocks, I can do REU. Okay, and now you can see all the reusable blocks that I have. Okay, and here's my new one, button grant list. And if I click that, it inserts it. Easy. Okay. Another way to add them, which I actually like a little bit better, is just to go from up here. And what's kind of cool about adding your block from up here, you still do the same thing, reusable. But what's neat is you can see a preview of what your blocks are. So if that makes it a little bit easier for you, it's kind of a cool way to do it. Okay, so now we'll add a MailChimp form. Okay, now if I click preview, you can see my don't miss a grant sign up form, view our animal rescue grant list button. So I can put this form on every single animal rescue page. Really easy to use. Okay. Another really cool feature, say I want this one on a different page. Say I wanted to put my MailChimp form on a dog lover page. So I don't want it to say don't miss a grant because dog lovers don't care about our grants. I can change this to a regular block. Okay. And here, because it's HTML, because it is a form, but you can see where it says don't miss a grant. Get more great dog stuff. Preview. Now it says get more great dog stuff. And then I can click update. This change that I just made, by converting it to a regular block, I made the edit only to this specific block. My other block for the grant MailChimp is still there, and I could still add that. So let's add that, reusable. MailChimp form, okay. Don't miss a grant. So that one is still there, but what I did is I changed it to a regular block, and then I was able to add the text. So this is only specific for this one block. Now, say I wanted to put this dog stuff one in all my dog posts. Well, now I can save this one as a reusable block. Okay, I can do form dog MailChimp. Save. Okay. So now how do you access all of your blocks? Okay, say now right here you can see I have two blocks that I just created. Where do I go to see them? So there's a couple different ways. The most common way is this, and this is kind of silly because they should have just gave you a link somewhere to easily access it, but they don't. So you have to do this, look up reusable blocks, and then in the lower right, you'll see manage all reusable blocks. So let's go take a look at all the blocks that this site has. So there's my form dog MailChimp. There's my form regular MailChimp, and you can see this isn't descriptive enough, so I may want to edit this. Okay, you could just edit. So I might want to do form MailChimp grant list, update, and then go back. Okay, and so I'm saying you should really be descriptive so you can easily find what you need. Okay, now notice up here in your URL, I added this in the post, but this is how you'll always access your block list. So you don't have to do that thing where you type in reusable and then click the manage reusable blocks. This is always going to be the URL. It's called a WordPress block post type, so you can always access it. So once you access this page, maybe bookmark it. So every time you're logged in, you can easily access it from your browser instead of having to type in the block, so you can easily see them all. So from here you can edit all of your buttons. So say if I did my form dog MailChimp, I have it on 20 different dog posts, okay, and I want to edit it. Well, if I want to change my H3 tag, I can just edit it here. And then once I update it, every single block every single post that this block is on will be updated. And that's really all there is to blocks.